doctor and had, I'm not to get too complicated, but the doctor said that for the next 3 weeks, while her body adjusts, we had to use condoms. And I have never used a condom with her. I used them before I met Sarah. But
Okay.
That's Samantha, Dr. King.
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt you guys, but we just had a little technical, so the show is starting now. So
Shut the fuck up.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not at all.
So wait, are we weren't live?
Just now. No, it just, I don't know what happened.
So we're live now?
Yes.
I'm
so sorry.
That's okay. No, I think we're fine. So everybody, we fucked up. We thought we were live. We've been doing the show for about 12 minutes, and
yeah.
Hey, well,
totally.
It's okay. So here's my story, and then we'll segue. All right. So what people missed was that basically I was talking about my sex life with my girl, Sarah, and we've been together for 7 years. And after a while, the same partner, same sensation, all of that, it gets a little bit, monotonous. And so, people try to change it up. Now, we've changed it up in almost every way possible. But there's one way that we've never had sex. And that's the thing. Recently, my partner went in to go change her birth control method. And her doctor told her that for at least 3 weeks, we had to use condoms. And we've never done that. When we met, they were like, okay, this is the one, we're doing it, we're raw dogging, we're going at it, and our baby was born like a year later, or maybe 2 years later. I forget the timing. But we've never used a condom, me and her, since we've been together. And so I forgot what type I even used. Like when I was single, I think I used Lifestyles. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Right.
No, I was straight up Magnums. Let me change that. I was
why didn't you say Trojan Magnum? Lifestyle. They got that small size.
Triple XL, straight up Magnums. No, I was using Lifestyles, and I remember them being good. Anyways, the point is, we tried a condom for the first time in our entire sex life, and it was strange. I expected to not have sensation. I expected to oh man, condoms suck. There's a reason I don't use them. But it was really interesting because it felt like a different person. Like it felt like I was doing somebody else. You know what I mean? Like it was a neat experience. So I don't know. Condom usage, it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't want to use them forever, and I still got my skills too, man. Like afterwards, I tied it off real good and then slingshot it across, like that was all fine. Yeah.
Like a lasso.
Yeah. That's the best thing about a condom, really, is just shooting it on, into the other room, honestly. But it's been a long time, and I'll be honest with you, I'm so glad I don't have to use them on a regular basis.
Wow.
Because what a pain in the ass that would be. It's just everything about it is just not appealing, except for the part with my girlfriend not getting pregnant again. Like that part's appealing. So if there was a way to somehow prevent her pregnancy and yet not have to cover my whole thing with a chunk of rubber, or she didn't have to go to the hospital and do what she's got to do. If there was some other method, that would be so cool,
Well, apparently, Samson says hilarious. Samson's our producer. Yes, how appropriate a segue for today's show and our guest today. So today's show is titled Go Raw or Go Galactic, because what you just mentioned, the idea that you just conceived, has already been thought of, and I'm holding one in my hand. This is called the Galactic Cap. Okay, Samson, you want to throw up at least a picture of this thing that I'm holding? This thing is a condom that fits over the tip of your peen.
That's amazing. So it's like a Band-Aid that with a receptacle.
It's like a Band-Aid. So first of all, let me just say, when I first heard about this idea, I thought, what the hell? It almost looked like a joke. Like it almost looked like a meme online that was like, what is this? And then you dig in, and this is a real thing. Like this guy, so we have the inventor of this device, if that's what you call it, on our show today. He's sitting right across from me. And Charles Powell is here with us. Let's just bring him on. Charles, how are you?
Hi, Sam and Brian.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm very, very good.
Yeah, and I'm super happy to have you here. What an exciting show. So yeah, I thought it was a joke. This was like maybe last year I saw something online about this cap, Galactic cap. And then when you dig into it, it actually is it's a genius idea. So I know the backstory. Why did you come up with this?
So I was in film and videotape production for 25 years, and my editor, who I worked with for 3 years, came down with HIV. And I thought, you're going to die from having unprotected sex. I thought that was insane.
Yeah.
Right? And I'd never used condoms. I didn't like them. You know, I'd always ask.
And why not? Why didn't you like condoms?
Because they diminish your feel. They diminish your sensitivity. You know, they cover everything on your penis. And so I thought there must be something better. So I waited 10 years to work on that design. When my daughter graduated from school, I said, well, I'm just going to give this thing a go. So I spent 2 years with a medical designer down in San Diego, and we came up with this. We came up with the Galactic cap.
There it is.
It is a condom that fits on the head of the penis. It leaves the coronal ridge and shaft exposed for more sensation, more skin-to-skin contact, and ultimately more condom usage around the world. Because most people don't know this, but 39 million people died from HIV/AIDS. 34 million people have HIV in the world today, and every year 3 million more get it. So obviously condoms are not doing a good job.
Yeah.
Only 5% of the men in the world wear a condom. That means that at least 80%, they fail. Condoms fail 15 to 18% of the time. 2% slippage and breakage, the rest inconsistent usage because they don't like them.
People hate condoms.
Yeah.
Condoms are a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
All around. You just gave the science. So tell me what a coronal ridge is. Is that like that is that the technical name for the ridge
Yes.
at the very bottom of the head?
The head of the penis is like a fireman's hat, long on one side, short on the other. Right?
Hey, speak for yourself.
So that ridge, if you stimulate that ridge, that's what gets a man off. That's what makes him orgasm.
What was that? I think, I heard this camera click. Can you look at me? He's on. Brian, are you with us? Apologies, Mr. Powell. Listen, so you came up with this idea, and then do you have a patent?
You have a patent? Yes.
Yes. And so is that the first thing you did?
No, it took me, I did several iterations of the Galactic cap, 9 iterations. When I finally got it boiled down, I produced a patent.
Okay.
And so we have a completed patent, not a patent pending. It's
Gotcha.
a patent.
Perfect.
And it actually has in it the bones for a catheter. You could use this as a catheter.
Oh, wow.
You could hook it up to a, for lack of a better term, a pee bag. Right? And instead of driving that catheter up a man's penis, you just put the Galactic cap on and you can pee into.
Brilliant.
Right. Yeah. So
brilliant.
But primarily my driving force was to reduce STDs and HIV. Now it won't prevent them, but healthy skin is a barrier to infection. So if a man doesn't have a sore or an abrasion on his penis, he's probably good to go.
Right.
Right. And this is a contraceptive condom largely for monogamous couples.
Yeah.
like Brian.
Like Brian.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was having a discussion with a friend of mine yesterday. Who's your demographic? I think your demographic are people that are married or in long-term relationships.
That's the primary demographic.
Right.
But when you really think about it, my demographic is every man and woman in the world from 16 to 60 that's sexually active. It's not like a widget or, it's
right. Because the reason
appeal.
that people aren't using condoms, conventional condoms, is because they
lack
suck,
of
the lack of
sensitivity.
sensitivity. So this could be people's solution. So this is the packaging that I'm holding. Samson, I know you've got a professional. Can everybody see that? It's called the Galactic cap. And how did you come up with that title, that name?
Well, I needed to make a video and I needed a name. Now, the reason it's called the Galactic cap is its pleasure that's out of this world. Yeah. So it feels like there's nothing there.
For a condom.
Yeah.
That feels really good for a condom.
Yeah. And it's going to trap the semen in an airtight reservoir. It won't let it out. You could have sex and you could go again, right? You could, it's going to stay on your penis. It's not going to fall off. If you get soft, it's going to behave like your second skin. You want to see how it goes on?
I do. In fact, Brian, I think Brian dropped off. He's going to come back. But Brian, he was talking about having to use a condom with his girlfriend. He really, really wanted to sample these out this week. And now I understand why. Ariel, do you mind going? There's a cardboard box on the ottoman in that first room. And so there's a bunch of dildos, props in there. Thanks for saying that.
You can put it on the back of your hand.
Yeah.
And you can feel the texture.
So there's an adhesive. So what's happening here? Yeah. Can you fix that? Jesus. We're having all kinds of technical issues this week, guys. Apologies and bear with us. Did you he's gone. His image is gone. Pick the phone up. Is he back? Oh, it's coming back. Okay. Yeah. So I'm reaching into a box of props, and these are clean. There's a DVD, whatever. Now, what size do you have? Because I've got options. Okay. I got small, medium, or large.
Well, try it on any one.
So you want me to do it, or you want to do it?
Yeah. No, I would.
You don't want to touch these?
I've got a bad hand, so
gotcha.
You can do it.
Oh my God!
Now,
so here we go.
Here's the thing about the Galactic cap.
Yeah.
One size fits all. It's
one
like
size fits all.
It's like tube socks.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
This does not feel.
Okay. So.
Very.
Okay.
Classy. Yeah. Do you want to help me, Ariel? How about you do it? How about you? You want your job? Ariel's holding the penis.
Throw it
up
over
for
here.
me.
I'll do it.
Hey, Sam, the doctor's camera dropped out, just to let you know.
I can do it too. I'll do it on the tiny one. I have a tiny one.
Okay.
Sam, the doctor's camera dropped out.
Okay, here we go.
So,
all right, here we go.
Am I up on camera?
I don't know.
No, Sam, the doctor's camera is dropped out.
All right, so here we go. He's gonna try. Ariel, can you help me out with that image? And then I have this one. Okay. So we're waiting for Charles to get back on camera. So he's going to give us a demonstration on how to apply this. So what I'm looking at.
Why am I not on screen? Because it's pointing over there. It has to be reversed. The reverse.
So you just reverse it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Apology, everybody. Bear with us because this is about to get real fun.
That's okay, Sam. His camera,
his
camera is not on.
Of polyurethane.
Can you see that on camera?
Yeah, I can see
his camera is not on.
So it's 2 pieces of polyurethane.
Okay.
On this side, there is adhesive. And on this side, there's what's called just a release paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull off the white. Go ahead with me.
Pull the white part off?
Yes.
Oh, snap. Okay. So the white part is trash. We don't see Charles. He's not on. Can you check to see that he's on the signal? Like, just pick the phone up and then make sure that he's on the app. There's a link. No, pick it up and look at it and hold it, like, so you can get it done. No, he's not showing at all.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know what that is. That was just a video recording. So let's try again and get him in. Guys, bear with us.
Okay.
Sorry. So now this is him join the room. So fix that up. Yep. Thank you. All right. So where we are is that we've peeled the white paper back off of this.
Okay. So
Yeah, he's
Am I
back
good?
on. Okay, very good. So we can see you've got your dick. It looks like you have your dick out. Oh.
yes.
And then the circle.
I wish I was this big.
Oh, he got it. You got it. Sorry. All right. You're not. Don't tell everybody. Give them clues. All right. You already admitted that you were a little lopsided earlier. Okay, come on here. Here we go. So I've got my little tiny. This is a small size. He's got a medium size, and now I've got the back off of it. The white back. Paper back is gone.
Okay. So you're going to put it on with that hole over the penis hole.
Okay, from the bottom or the top?
Like this.
I see. So you put your like that. Okay.
Okay. And the reason, so the head of the penis is like a fireman's hat, long on one side, short on the other.
Yeah.
So it slightly goes down the shaft
Okay.
to stay on.
So you just
right?
push
Now
it
you
on.
Put
Right.
it, put all the edges down. And now it's,
There.
and then you're going to peel off the green low tack.
Oh, right. Okay.
Now it isn't really
It's
staying.
not sticking to the. Okay, so what's happening is I think it'll stick to your skin better than it'll stick to this
Exactly.
rubber.
Yes.
Right. So, yeah, I'm glad you're saying to peel off the green part because. Oh, how cool! How cool!
I'm on the
I
struggle
feel like I'm
bus here.
opening Halloween candy. Wait, so I'm fucking this all up because no, I did it. It just worked. There it is.
Okay. Well,
There it is.
yes. Okay, we're good. Because mine.
Well, we have to. I think you have an injury on your hand, so
Right.
it was we knew you were gonna have trouble. So that was actually pretty easy. It was very awkward because I didn't know what was gonna how it was gonna work. So then if someone were to ejaculate, then the semen would just sort of pool right in there.
It's so strong, the man can pee in it and it will blow up like a balloon. Right? So it's going to trap the semen. The semen doesn't have that much pressure. There's only like the typical orgasm for a man has like a teaspoon and a half of semen, and it doesn't come out with force. So that's going to hold.
That is amazing. And so you see that the coronal ridge would be exposed if this guy were big enough.
Right.
So if you're small, then it may cover more than you like. But for you big guys out there, this is great. Now, and then so you are covering a small portion on the top, but this is not a huge sensitivity area. It's the underside that's more sensitive. Okay, I'm tired of holding that. That does not feel very classy. That's pretty darn amazing and ingenious. So are you like just a creative person? You just sit around thinking of like design? Is that what you do?
So as a producer and director of film and videotape programs, what I did is I get very talented people together and I produce something that's on time, on budget, and I deliver something that's fantastic. Well, it's the same whether you make a film or you design the Galactic Cap. You get very qualified people to work on it. I had Cal State Long Beach Engineering Department help me, and we did oodles and gobs of tests, and the tests are fun.
Cool,
right? Because you have to have sex to see if it works.
Now, I've got a question. Is this something that you use personally?
Absolutely, yes. I'm a customer as well.
So are you single, married? What is your situation?
So my wife passed away and I have a beautiful Thai girlfriend, and I don't want to get too much involved in that. But yeah.
Okay. Wow. And then so I'm assuming that your girlfriend is young if you're having to use this cap.
Well, we do testing, so we don't really need.
Oh, right. You don't need it, but you test
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah, we have to make sure that it stays on, that it traps the semen, that it's a viable product.
Well, listen, I think that Dr. Brian King has dropped off. I no longer see his videos, so it may just be you and me for the rest of the show.
Sure.
Apologies, Mr. Powell, and to the viewing and listening audience for our technical issues today. But this is quite an interesting conversation. So what are some of the drawbacks? Like, can we talk about? We've talked about the pros. What are some of the cons?
Okay, the first thing people say is this isn't going to protect against STDs, HIV.
Yeah,
that isn't the problem. The problem is only 5% of the men in the world wear a condom.
Yeah,
right. And
is that right?
Yeah,
that's so low.
That's so low. In the United States, Europe, and Japan, condom usage tops out at 20%. I mean, people just aren't using them.
You know, the funny thing is, last week we did a show about a clinical study from 2020. Apparently, the pandemic sex is really turning chicks on to the extent that 53% of them started going raw. There was a study they did in Italy of about 150 women. And so people that were in married situations or long term, nothing changed. But single women were straight up going raw. So if you do those studies now, the percentages are going to be even lower.
Well, you know what they call men who don't wear the galactic cap? Fathers.
There it is.
So you know, there's so many times that a man has to depend upon the woman for birth control. But now this does a couple of things. This puts the control back on the man, right? Because he knows he's not going to have an unwanted pregnancy when he didn't want one. For women can now say, hey, you're not going in raw. You need to put this on because it's going to protect me.
Yeah, you're not going raw. You got to go galactic tonight, baby.
And we've had 50 million views on TikTok.
Yeah.
So orders are exploding. We're back ordered. We're 2 months behind delivering product, but people want it. They're tired of. I don't know anybody in the world that likes a condom.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think women, we don't like them. I think we don't like them either.
No.
I don't know if it's a physiological or a psychological thing. And I really wish I had Dr. Brian King on to speak on this particular topic, because it may be both, or some odd combination. But psychologically, for me personally, I can only speak from my personal experience. I feel like I already know that it's going to feel better for him if he doesn't have a condom. Number one.
Right. Yeah.
Two, it's an inconvenience. It sort of is, it stops
interrupts
things.
Yeah.
And three, I feel like, because a man, especially if he's uncircumcised, whether he is or not, there is movement. It happens with the levels of skin and the tissue. And so I can't feel, you can tell as a woman, you can tell when there's a condom on.
Right. Yeah.
We can tell. Don't you agree? You guys agree? She can't tell. You can't tell when a man is wearing a condom. And if you didn't know, depends on the quality. Maybe I just have like super sensitivity in my vagina.
Yeah. So here's another good thing. So my customers for the last 3 years have been 80% male, but with TikTok, women are seeing it.
Yeah.
So half my customers are women.
Yeah.
And the good thing about women, not only do you feel it, better in the vagina, and he's gonna like it, but for oral sex, right? For oral sex, this isn't gonna pop off in your mouth and get messy, right? Number two, it doesn't have. It's polyurethane, so it's kind of like cellophane. It doesn't have that rubbery taste or smell. Right. So it's great for oral sex.
Smell.
Yeah. See, there's nothing.
Yeah, there's no smell at all.
Yeah.
I can't even smell the rubber I have a crazy sensitive nose, by the way. I can smell the rubber when I put my nose on the rubber, and I can't smell the rubber when I put the nose on the Galactic cap.
Right. So it is It's fantastic. It's
I'm
going.
gonna definitely try this product. I don't know how, I'm gonna try this product on my guy on peanut butter. He's gonna be like, fuck that. No, we're doing this.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah.
do that.
It's going to revolutionize the world. It's going to drive down. It won't prevent STDs and
Sure.
HIV, but it's going to dramatically drive them down. And that's why I made it. Right.
Well done, sir. You have done a service for the world. Yeah, again, it's one of those things where when you first hear about it, it's like, what the fuck? And then when you get the details, it's really a brilliant, ingenious idea.
And on our website, we have frequently asked questions, because the biggest question is, will it protect against STDs and HIV?
And no, technically it won't.
It's going to reduce them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's coming. No pun intended.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really sure what timeline we're on, but I'm missing my co-host desperately. And I think this has been a really fulfilling conversation. I think we covered pretty much everything, except we didn't get a chance to talk about our sex lives, but you clearly gotta leave that one on the table. Dr. Brian King is not with us, but Mr. Charles Powell. What year did you get your patent on this?
2019.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you're right, it's coming.
It's coming. And I actually have 2 patents on it.
Okay.
But the first patent, I engineered a better version of it, so that first patent doesn't work. But the second patent not only has the galactic cap, but it has the bones of a catheter in it, because it can double as that.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. So how close are you to getting integrated in medical systems?
Okay, so it's not been FDA approved yet.
Okay.
We're working on that. We're raising $10 million to get FDA approval and launch it around the world.
Okay.
And we're doing great.
That would be amazing. And where can people go to donate if they want to donate? On your website, galacticcap.com?
They can order it.
Okay.
And try it.
Sure.
But we don't have. We're looking for very large investors, so we don't have.
Gotcha. And then I think we have your commercial. I found a product commercial online. And so Samson, can we just roll that for the viewing and listening audience? So if there is anything that we missed, here we go.
Introducing the Galactic Cap, the world's finest condom. The thing that makes the Galactic Cap so unique is that it fits safely and securely on the head of the penis. It leaves the coronal ridge and shaft exposed for more sexual pleasure and ultimately more condom usage around the world.
So as a researcher, I'm not really focused on the sensation, I'm really focused on the safety of the material to make sure that it stays on the penis. And more importantly, it doesn't break during intercourse. So here at my research lab, I have students that work on to make sure that we mimic the sensation of intercourse backwards and forwards, and we use mechanical tools and experiments to make sure that the Galactic Cap stays on, that it's safe, and it won't get lost during intercourse.
The Galactic Cap is composed of 2 polyurethane materials that gets welded to each other using radio frequency dyes. This detailed process makes sure to eliminate any failures.
From testing perspectives, we look at how much the material can hold from water, so that would mimic semen. We also make sure that we actually try to blow it up like a balloon, air balloon, to see how much it will be able to stretch. And at this time, the material that we're using actually far exceeds and advances what most people already use today. This can really change how people use sex, and more importantly, not just sex, but safe sex, and people to enjoy life that it should be.
The reason I started this project was simply because a friend of mine was going to die. He came down with HIV, and it shocked me. I thought, you're going to die from having unprotected sex. So I'd done all these other crazy things. I thought, well, let's just design a condom.
So we started out with right at the bottom. Everything is just homemade, and here we are now in a lab with things properly made, proper tests, real important people, intelligent people, highly educated, all behind it. It just feels amazing to feel everybody going in the same direction to take this product and launch it.
This product is ready now for clinical trials. We're going to raise $500,000 for clinical trials, get a CE mark, which is the European equivalent of FDA approval, and we're going to sell this product in Europe and 75% of the rest of the world. Then we're going to come back with the revenue that we've generated and get FDA approval and launch it worldwide. So just like I had my aha moment, this is your chance to have your aha moment. You can invest in the Galactic Cap and make this come to fruition. This could be a worldwide product that you supported.
That's amazing. I was totally fascinated watching that video.
It's been a long process. It's been close to 10 years. It's,
wow.
You know,
I bet.
But it's been a journey of fun.
I bet. A creative fun too. And then you're not only are you being creative, getting shit done, but you're helping people.
I think it's going to revolutionize the world. Yeah, I think this is going to decimate traditional condoms. I think people are going to want the Galactic Cap. It's kind of like Olympic athletes. You know, they want the best.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's I wouldn't mind Olympic athletes. You know,
using your stuff and promoting your stuff.
It's coming up.
Well, this is, first of all, I heard about this thing last year. I don't know if I was on Facebook, but I was certainly on social media somewhere. And I you know, it keeps coming up. And
no
so,
pun intended.
right. Good one. Right, this is coming, and so I think this. I'm fascinated by the video I just watched and by how this thing fits on our prop here. And I'm super grateful for you to have driven all this way this morning to come do my interview here. And I appreciate you coming out. Tell us, we have we've shown you your website. And your Instagram handle is _galactic_cap. So it's at the Galactic Cap and separate. There it is online on the screen. So go visit his Instagram site and everywhere else on social media. He's everywhere. Twitter, Facebook, follow and give it a shot. Bye. Dr. Brian King is texting, and apparently the internet has on the tail end of this show, Brian, but you know, we'll see you next week. Listen, go to galacticcap.com, buy this stuff, even if it's just out of curiosity. So if you're one of those guys that hates condoms, try this and see if this is way better, because it's better to go galactic than to go raw.
Yes. And it feels like there's nothing there.
It feels like there's nothing. I wish I could somehow beta test that, but you know,
you will.
That's a different show. Penis envy. That's a whole different
There is
show.
also an adult video. If you go to xvideos.com and you Google Mia Malkova, who's the 5th ranked girl in the world, right? Yes. You get to see.
Oh,
it
she's
live.
got like a large clitoris, and wait, what?
No. She has sex with her husband, Danny Mountain.
Oh, and she's using the Galactic Cap.
And, putting it on. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yes.
I'm going to be inspired.
Because it's unique. You don't immediately know how this is going to go on your penis, but